Good morning, Rhema Vine Ministries. I trust you guys are all well and that you're coping okay during lockdown. Honestly, it's been a very up and down journey for me. One day's been great, one day's been bad, one day's been good, one day's been horrific. But overall, I'm coping quite well. It's been okay. It is getting a bit harder now with it being so much longer. But in the end, I know it's all going to be to the betterment of all of us. So as we're facing this test of lockdown and coronavirus and uncertainty, I thought that James 1 verse 2 to 4 would be very fitting, talking about tests and facing trials in our life. And as we're facing trials, I would like to use the analogy of the perfect cup of coffee, because I adore coffee. And I live on coffee. So it takes about 8 tests for this perfect yummy brew of scrumptious coffee to become what it is. And it takes roughly 8 groups of people to get the coffee to being that perfect, precise, yummy goodness. And so it goes from the farmer to the end user, us. And in our trials, we also have different groups of people who are there to plant stuff in us, to pick stuff from us, to put us to the test, to put the hot water over us. But ultimately, the end user is God. He is the one who decides if that is a perfect cup of coffee or not. And right now, I do feel like this brew in here right now. I feel that God's picked me from the tree. He's taken me apart. He's taken me from my friends. He's taken me from my family. And He's put me in my house to ferment. He's put me in there to remove the bad, to highlight the good, and just to grow me, to see if I will turn into that perfect blend of coffee. But as He's done this, He has taken the hot water, the good hot water, and He has poured it over me. And He's gotten the whiff, that aroma of what I can be. And because He knows what I can be, He is putting me to the test. He's putting me under pressure. But because our God's a patient God, He's not just pushing it straight down. Because when He pushes it straight down, a lot of that grit and that grime that shouldn't be there is going to pop up. So as we patiently wait for all that grit and stuff to settle, let's read from James 1 verse 2 to 4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Hey, not lacking anything. That's amazing. So as God pushes in this time, when we are alone in our houses, as He pushes, allow Him to remove all that grit, allow Him to remove all that grime, allow Him to keep just the yummy goodness here at the top, just that aroma. And as He pours us into a cup, and He's still smelling that amazing potential, He knows what we can be. And then He goes, He pours His Holy Spirit on us. He mixes us well. And I can only imagine that when we come out of here and we've gone through the test, we've gone through those trials, that He takes a sip, He smells us, and He would have this expression on His face. Perfect.